Now, the former news anchor Huw Edwards has resigned from the BBC, saying he was leaving on the basis of medical advice from his doctors. He worked at the BBC for 40 years, the highest profile and highest paid news presenter, who also fronted major national events, most recently the King's coronation. But he's been off air since last July after newspaper reports emerged claiming that he had paid a young person for sexually explicit images. Our culture editor, Razzall, has more.
That's all from BBC News at 10 here in Edinburgh.
This was the last time Huw Edwards appeared on air, back in July last year. He'd been at the helm of the BBC's flagship News at 10 for more than 2 decades.
Good evening. It's been a day of turmoil on the world's money markets. We're live in Washington as Donald Trump celebrates a stunning victory over Hillary Clinton. Tonight at 10, one of the biggest military operations of the past 20 years.
Today, the presenter resigned and left the BBC, 9 months after allegations about his private life made headlines. The BBC said, after 40 years of service, Huw has explained that his decision was made on the basis of medical advice from his doctors. The BBC has accepted his resignation, which it believes will allow all parties to move forward.
The moment of crowning has arrived.
Huw Edwards was more than just a regular presenter. He's been the face of the BBC through some of the nation's landmark moments.
For the 4th time in the space of 5 years.
He presented elections.
And we're live in Downing Street, where Boris Johnson
and held our hands through royal and state occasions, even announcing the death of Queen Elizabeth.
Palace has just issued this statement.
But a newspaper headline changed everything. Last summer, The Sun published a series of articles alleging that an unnamed BBC presenter had paid a young person to send what the paper described as sordid images. Within days, lawyers representing that person said it was totally wrong and there was no truth in it. But speculation about who the unnamed BBC presenter was ended when Huw Edwards' wife issued a statement revealing his name. She said he was suffering severe mental health issues. Police said there was no evidence anything illegal had taken place. But Huw Edwards remained suspended, and the BBC said its internal investigation into the presenter's behaviour would continue.
There are 650 MPs.
Resolving the issue of whether he would return to screen has taken months, during which it's believed Huw Edwards, the BBC's highest paid news presenter, continued to receive his salary, around £440,000 a year.
Welcome to Windsor for this.
Today, his 40-year career at the BBC is over. From reporting on politics for BBC Wales to his prestigious role bringing the news to the nation, this is now the end of an era. Razzall, BBC News.
You can read more about Huw Edwards on our website, bbc.com. Bye for now.